Welcome to Ethical Hacking for Beginners, working with Wireshark. In this video, we're going to take a look at what is Wireshark and how to use Wireshark. So what is Wireshark? Wireshark is an open source program that we use to capture packets and analyze them, Wi-Fi packets or Ethernet packets. You can download Wireshark from https://wwireshark.org/download. It can be installed for Windows, and it's also built into our Kali Linux. I encourage you to take a look at the documentation on the website. Once again, this is a powerful tool with many options and can be used for many different things. Very handy. It can be complex, and the documentation is the way to go. They even list some examples. Okay, so let's go ahead and fire up our Kali Linux VM if you haven't already, and your Metasploitable 2 VM. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a terminal, and I'm going to type Wireshark, start the program, and you'll see a nice GUI come up here. And down here, we got a little error here. Running Wireshark as a super user. Okay, that's okay. And you'll see here is a list of our interfaces and some activity on those interfaces. So let's go ahead and capture any. You'll see we're starting to capture some packets here. Now let's go ahead and go back up to favorites and up a terminal. And here we're going to type telnet, our Metasploitable 2 address. Mine in this case, 192.168.111.128. Okay, and there's our Metasploitable 2 login. So we go ahead and log in with mfsadmin, msfadmin, and we're in. Okay, I can traverse to different places here. And it's just like a shell, just like I have a shell. Now I'm going to type exit. Exit here. Now we'll stop our capture, and let's take a look at what we got. So you'll notice we have numbers here, we have a timestamp here, source, a destination, protocol, the length of the packet, and some info about the packets. Let's scroll down. One powerful thing about Wireshark is the ability to filter out certain packets. So we can click this little guy here, and this will help us with our filters. So we can display TCP only. We can display no ARP traffic. Let's go ahead and pick no ARP traffic. And then we hit this arrow here, and you'll see it filtered out. There are no more packets that say ARP on them. Very handy. We can use this filter to filter out only ports, specific ports, or only specific hosts, or only a specific source or destination. Very, very powerful. So let's just go through real quick. We can open up previous packets, capture packets here. We can save our file here. So let's go ahead and do that on our desktop. I'm just going to name it demo, and I'm going to save it to our desktop. Now you'll see I can quit out. And if you look on my desktop here in Kali Linux, you'll see I have a pcap ng file, and I can right click it and open it with Wireshark. Here we go. It's parsing through the file right now. Just hit OK here, and there we go. Everything we just captured is here. This can be very handy if you are out somewhere and you capture traffic and then save it and you want to analyze it later or parse it later. Very, very handy. Okay, so we have save as. We can export only specific packets if we wanted. Like we could apply one of those filters and export just those. Once again, this is a very powerful program. Lots of options, kind of complex. So we're just going to go through basics here. So our view, our go, we can go to a numbered packet here. We have different capture options here. We can set a time limit, let's say. You could say do it only for this amount of time or for this amount of packets. Here's our analyze. Okay, we can get statistics. We can sniff Bluetooth with this. We have firewall ACL rules in here. Once again, we have the manual pages, which I would highly recommend to read, and the wiki, and frequently asked questions, along with the help contents. I would very much recommend reading all that you can. So let's go ahead and click on our Telnet packet here, though. And if I right-click that, and I go to follow TCP stream, well, look at that. Hey, that looks just like our terminal, right? Metasploitable 2. That's what it says here. Our login. And look at that. Hey, here's our login right here, information. So we just captured the username and the password in clear text. So this is handy. So if, say, we're inside of a network and we're running Wireshark to capture traffic and sniff, if there's anything that's clear text protocol, such as, Telnet or HTTP, we're going to be able to read that in here when we reconstruct those packets. And essentially that's what follow the stream does. It reconstructs those packets as something we can read here. So all that information comes up. Look, it's exactly what we did. Here's our LS. You'll see that there's a red and a blue character, and that's because Telnet it echoes back what the user typed in. So the client and the server have the same thing there. So that's why that happened. But you can see I typed LS, you can see I typed mail. You can even see the directories that I listed out. Pretty neat. So that's why you want to use encrypted things even inside your network. You don't want to use clear text, because otherwise if an attacker breaks in and sniffs your traffic, they can get your password this way. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're gonna capture again here. So let me just let me close this file. There we go. We're gonna capture on any filter, okay, from any interface. All right. Now let's go ahead and try SSHing Metasploitable 2. 192.168.111.128. Here we go. We type yes here. Okay. Root. What is root's password? Is it root? I don't know. No. Is it blank? No. Is it password? Denied. Okay. Well, let's try SSH MSF admin at 192.168.111.128. There we go. And MFS admin is the password. There you go. We're in again. Now I can list stuff. I'll go back out to the main directory here, and you can see that. And then I'll just type exit here. We're going to stop this capture. And now we're going to look and see our SSH version 2. Look, there it is. So now, if I try to follow this stream, let's see what that looks like. Okay. We got some stuff going on here, some Diffie-Hellman encryption going on. And as you can see, SSH is an encrypted protocol, and it's not human readable. We can't tell what the login or the password was according to this, which is why it's a good idea to use SSH or encryption within your network. Then if we're sniffing, we can't see it. So that's why it's a good idea, right, to use that encryption. We can't see what is being passed without the encryption key, which we don't have. But yeah, that whole conversation traversing the directories, that's all in here, and we can't read it. It's not readable. Okay, so I'm going to quit out of there. I'm not going to save that. Once again, for more information, you can visit https://www.wireshark.org. /learn Wireshark. I highly recommend this. This is a great resource with some papers, some Wireshark questions and answers, frequently asked questions, online command line manual pages. Good stuff. Section 3 Summary. Exploit and Sniffing. In this section, we went over the tool Metasploit Basics, and then we demoed it by exploiting a vulnerability. We also went over the tool Armitage and performed a demo of that. We went over the tool Aircrack NG and demoed that. We went over man-in-the-middle attack, and we also performed a demonstration of that as well. We used the tool Social Engineering Toolkit and provided a demo of that. And finally, we worked with the packet capture software Wireshark, and we also demonstrated that as well. I hope you have enjoyed this course, and I hope you have learned something and continue to learn things in this field and enjoy it. Thank you.